let's go up to Alberta and see what Hal is up to. Hey, Hal, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Yes, I have some questions about the tangy tangerine. I received it last week, and I took it. I took 2 scoops in the morning with a glass of water, and in a few hours I started getting a real pain in my foot, and I didn't make any connection to what was going on. I took 1 scoop for bedtime. The next morning I couldn't walk, and then I realized what was going on. I was having a real gout attack, which I've had once before, about a year ago. So I'm looking at the ingredients. I couldn't see anything that maybe would increase my uric acid level, except possibly the inositol.
Well, that's a real stretch, man. Although, you know, your experience speaks for itself, right? So you're pretty much sure that this wasn't a coincidence and that you weren't eating foods that were high in purines on the same couple of days, right?
No, I would say no.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah. So then this wouldn't be a uric acid diathesis thing. This wouldn't be a uric acid diathesis. It would be a low-grade delayed hypersensitivity food allergy. Because when you consume a food that you're allergic to, especially in a concentrated dose, as such are found in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, it will provoke an inflammatory reaction, and people's bodies tend to inflame in the weakest part of their chain. And for people that have gout, it's the tissue that's affected by the gout. So there's a lot of things that can create a gouty flare-up, not just uric acid. So my guess here would be, Hal, that this was a delayed hypersensitivity food allergy provoked by one of the 117 or more of the one or more of the fruits and vegetables that are in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Were you taking the red one, the red powder in the blue bottle, or the orange powder in the orange bottle?
It's the blue bottle.
Okay, so I would send it back to the company because there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Send it back to the company or sell it to one of your neighbors or whatever, and switch it out to the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, because that stuff, excuse me, I've got the sneezes this afternoon. That stuff, the 2.0, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, has less allergic foods in them. Now, from my point of view, all of this begs the question, were you at any moment in time in your life ever on high doses of antibiotics for a long time?
Not for a long time, no.
Like more than a month? Were you ever on antibiotics for more than a month?
I don't believe so, not that I recall.
Okay. And what's your relationship historically to whole grains been like?
I've never really noticed a problem. I've been gluten-free for about 6 months now.
Okay, but before that, you were eating bread and pasta on a regular basis?
Yes.
Okay, so we've talked a lot, Hal. I would just, for educational purposes, review the webinar that I did on the 10 bad foods. I just reproduced that a couple of weeks ago, and it's part of the stuff that we offer for free on my website. I would review that webinar with special attention to wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Now, I understand that you're gluten-free, and that's a great thing, but when people eat gluten, there are negative things that happen to the intestinal tract, and one of the fallouts from that is the development of food allergies. So if I'm right, and this reaction to the Beyond Tangy was a food allergy, there has to be a cause for that, and the most common cause is wheat, barley, rye, and oats, for 30, 40 years before you went gluten-free. So part of your recovery program, given that reaction, would be you have to give the digestive tract more support. And as you go down the stream, Hal, further and further and further away from gluten, with more and more and more of the good stuff in your body, then you should be able eventually, maybe 9 months from now, to tolerate the original tangy without problem. My advice now, switch it to 2.0 give it a run for a couple days and call me back with a report. I'll look forward to that. Thanks so much for the call.